All right, Libra, this is your reading. This has no theme. This is whatever comes out. Well, actually, it kind of does. I pulled one card to kind of see the theme, and we have a threshold in reverse. So upright, this is like an initiation, but in reverse, this is refusal to grow. So refusal to transform. So that's interesting. Let's pull some more cards and see what's going on. This is not like my other readings. There's going to be, if you have ADHD, this won't be for you. There's going to be shuffling and pauses and just letting you know. This is going to be a longer reading. Hiding your true self. All right. That's a dark mirror. This deck is the dark mirror. Let's see that one. 14. Hiding is keeping things inside. Lack of trust becomes lack of hope. So there must be a limit. Oh, it's a survival. So it's hiding is a survival instinct. Do you want to be honest and truly be yourself? Very few people will accept you. So you don't think people will accept you. You are too complicated to be comfortable, too contradictory to be easy, too exceptional to be believed, too plain to be considered. You can be the sun, you can be the moon, you can be the door, you can be the road, you can be the butterfly. Maybe the question is not if, but when. Sometimes real solitude is when there's not a right moment to be yourself and not the right person, and neither the right way. Being yourself is like a moment at the spa. It is a massage for the soul, a purification process that brings in oxygen and turns away age and wear. It is bliss and pleasure. All right. Door to Spirit is calling for change because the fives are changes. So the door is open for you to make some sort of change, but you're refusing. At least that's what cards are saying. Actually, that's a 5 too. That's a 5 card as well. It's because fives are difficult change, and that's, I feel like, it's too difficult. New beginning, and then patience and planning. 0, because you have to start over. That's probably why, because it's unknown. You have to start over. Because 0, it's ground 0. And if you go into the unknown, you want to stay with what's comfortable. That's probably why you want to stay with what's comfortable. You don't want to go into the unknown. What is this one? The Watcher in the Shadows. Is that another 5? That's another 5. And 7s are about timing. It's karmic for me. Let's see. I haven't had this deck long, so I'm going to read it. So this is about your shadow, because this is the shadow deck. A silent observer, you, possesses the wisdom to see what others miss. Trust your intuition as you navigate uncertain paths. That's it. Uncertain paths. That's the... Moon. Hold it up because you probably can't see it from way back there. Three of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Feels like there's another card. Pentacles. One more. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely avoiding something. All these, this is the only one looking up. The rest are all looking down. I want to clarify that person. Oh, I didn't get one of these. I have power. It is real. Failure is only learning. I move with confidence and resilience. This would be the energy you have to be in right here. Because this is power right here. This is power. This would be... So upright, this would be an initiation going into a new path. That's a bird. Okay. But it's reversed, so you're refusing to make some sort of change. Figure. This is heavy fear. Ten of Pentacles. So that's long-term goals, long-term commitment. Could be family. Fear of commitment. First of all, I need to know what is the change that needs to be made. Obviously, you're hiding yourself. So that would be Nine of Cups, Queen of Cups, to go after your, whatever makes you happy. I kind of wondered that. It popped into my head, like doing what makes other people happy. Because this would be selfish in a good way for yourself. Making some sort of change and transformation, choosing a path that makes you happy. The Death card, the Two of Wands. That's good for you. That's good for your emotional health, your emotional well-being. As opposed to what other people think you should do. Or what you think other people think you should do. Star. Okay, so there's some sort of heartbreak from the past here. Yeah, so there was some heartbreak. Four of Wands. Four of Wands would be, that could be a marriage or a home life that fell apart in the past, or that was chaotic, that didn't work out. Ooh, that could be why there's, this is there a fear of, okay, that's why this could be here. Failure, there was a failure. I knew there was something about confidence, because that's why you don't want to show your true self. There's a lack of confidence. This would be confidence. That's why there's a lack of showing this. Hiding. There's no confidence because there was a failure in the past. So you're not in your power because there was a failure. And that looks like I see it right here. I wonder if I can, what was this? There's a rejection, okay. So if this is somebody else, they now have power over you in some way. And not like, so if you lost your confidence, now they hold power over you if this is somebody else. Damn. That looks... There's some rejection. Could have been something you thought you'd be in for a long time and then it didn't work out. You were rejected. It looked like it was going to be stable, or you thought. Pentacles. And now we have a partnership here. This seems new. That's new. Knight of Swords. Yeah, we do have something new here. We do, new beginning. But you're hiding due to the past. And you're resisting the change. But you need to be in this energy. Like the Emperor's in control. The King of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Ace of Wands. That's somebody who has integrity. They're in control. They're in their power. That's the change that needs to be made. Like they know what they want and they go after it. And they don't care. So they, you know what I mean? They don't care what people think because they listen to their intuition. This person's very intuitive. They listen to their intuition. And if something didn't work out in the past, they learn from their mistake and they move on. You know, like scientists. Do you think if a scientist, that's an experiment, you know, like scientists, they have experiments. If they, how would they get anywhere if they, like, if their experiment failed and they quit? Like, they would never get anywhere. Who is that? I just want to make sure this is, like, what energy is this? Who is this? Yeah, that's Libra. That's the energy you need to be in. That's the change that you need to make. Because the Justice is Libra. So this is the energy you need to make. You need to be in. Especially if there's some sort of partnership that you want to be in or go after. Or a lifestyle a job, a lifestyle you want to be in. A new beginning you want. This is interesting. It's almost like someone took your power. Cups. Something, maybe a karmic contract. I was like wondering who took your power. It could have been some sort of karmic contract. Could have been a narcissistic type energy. With the Six of Wands. Okay, I can name a few things that could have done it for you. I'm going to name a few situations that maybe, let me get a couple more cards. Yeah, you could have been dealing with some sort of narcissistic energy. You could have that you had some sort of like legal matter with, like paternity. Maybe you just ended up in some legal troubles. To me, it looks like more of a marriage or someone you had a child with. It doesn't have to be masculine. It's that dynamic of, it looks like there was children involved. So it could have been, like, you could be masculine, it could have been a feminine. But with the Six of Wands, it looks narcissistic. That's why I'm saying that. They usually use the court system or to control. But this looks finished. This looks done. But even though it's done, if you lost your confidence and you lost your power, I can see why. Sometimes it takes a while to, yeah, we have the Nine of Wands. That could be like a PTSD type of energy. Sometimes it takes a while for you to realize your strength, to get your strength back, or realize that you are, or you have power. But for the most part, this to me looks like a feminine and a masculine took the power of the feminine. I'm going to be honest, but it doesn't have to be. Because I have a King of Cups in the masculine, so. So it's almost like you have to be in this power, whether like a masculine type energy, you have to take on this type energy. You have to be in the masculine energy. And almost in a selfish way, do what makes you happy, but not, you know what I mean. Interesting. All right, well, that's what I have. I don't see anything else. I was just looking one more time. That's what I have. I will see you next time.